Welcome back. So I'm so happy to be back with you guys. I'm Jaden Avery Love of Optimum Humanity. Thank you for watching, y'all. This is Trans Love Chat. This is hetero-orientated Trans Love Chat in the Garden of the May. And as you see, I'm with two guests. This is my baby Pookie, Cody.
Hi.
Rare Cody. And this is Dominique, my new yet old friend. And I'm so happy to have them with me. We're gonna we're just gonna discuss a few things about dating and what happens with queer people dating, right? Queer dating, right?
Yeah.
And notice that I'm not saying no shade, but we're not talking about just gay, right? We're talking about queer dating. So we're talking about dating energy, y'all. Yes, we are very this is a conversation in the dimension of fluidity.
Yes,
in the dimension of fluidity.
Yes.
So let's get started on the questions. What does dating look like to y'all? What does dating look like to you, Dominique?
It looks like freedom. It looks like me being with whoever I want to be with, whenever I want to be with them.
Okay.
It looks like no restraints. It looks like give and take. It looks like partnership. Solely partnership. No ownership whatsoever.
Yeah.
Don't call me your thing. I'm not your boyfriend, girlfriend. I am a partner.
I am a partner.
Yeah, I'm journeying through life with you. So yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
That's what it looks like to you. Now,
Yeah.
because what you were saying was because I always teach my channel to think okay, so yes, if I'm saying yes to something, you're saying no to something else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying what this looks like, what I'm hearing is that you're why has dating it seems like dating has kind of made you feel a little trapped in a way.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? What is that about?
Well, people they want to own you. As soon as they like you and think you're the shit, it's how do I get this person to be my person? And it's just you are your person.
I said yes, and that's why we're dating.
Yeah.
I said yes.
Yeah.
So why can't I am your person. What do they want? What is it that you feel that they want?
I feel like they want their other half. And it's why aren't you whole?
If love was really what love is, it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be you're come here, you know what I'm saying? You're not Elvira, or whatever from the Animaniacs. You're not gonna do that. You're not supposed to. It's supposed to be I want to be here. And so that is when I have to tell you guys that it looks like, I wish you guys could see it. Fetty looks like he's about to drink the beers. When it comes to that, right, trying to make somebody your person, you have to realize that you have to kind of be your own person first, right? And so to be a whole, because when you're in a relationship, aren't you coming together to become one? You know what I'm saying? And so it's as you do that, it's you have to be two people in love with yourselves and feed on yourselves like a star, in science. A star feeds on helium, it feeds on itself. You know what I'm saying? That's what science teaches us.
Yeah.
Cody, what does dating look like to you?
Dating to me is almost okay, it's in relation to what she said, and for me, I guess I am. So I'm a twin.
Yeah.
So I am whole. I guess I'm whole because I already have a other half.
Oh, okay.
So if someone were to date me, I feel like they would be I think it does cause an issue because I am very I don't know.
Completed already.
I am complete.
You're very complete.
In a way, yeah.
And
I do.
where they want you to need them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
So it's almost the opposite, where I'm so complete And then I guess someone dating me may feel like, where do they fall in? Because I am complete.
Because I am complete. I don't need the same things that, you know, everybody. Like I got the second set of hands already.
Especially when it comes to like emotional and like and I guess like financial stability, or I guess that thing, I have that covered already. So like I already have someone that I have a business with.
Yeah.
That I put all that into, and then I also already have someone emotionally that like I kind of go to already.
Yeah.
So then for me, what dating I guess would look like is I want someone who's there because I don't need them for those things. I really want someone who, one, is there because we just really like each other.
Yeah, something to look at.
Oh shit!
Something really good to look at.
Damn, Leo!
Sorry. And then like someone who's like there because like we have a good time together.
Okay.
You know, and then loyalty. Loyalty's good.
Loyalty,
You know,
loyalty.
that too.
Like, are you about to bond with, like, when you enter a relationship, are you about to be like, okay, I could see us being one?
Oh, okay. I can see it. At times.
At times?
Yeah,
but
that's what I think.
Not like...
Yeah, because think about it. She's already fully whole. It's like there is no one. It's a partnership.
It's a partnership is what you are searching for.
Yeah.
A
I
partnership.
think so. Yeah, a partnership.
Oh, okay. Now, do you...
I mean, this is good.
So, for you, as the partnership, and you with the I'm my own me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that demographic, I'll go back to Dominique, does that demographic, I'm going to remember partnership. You all know podcast.
Now, is that okay? Is that fitting for you to say partnership? 'Cause you were kind of like, I don't know if that fits.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess a partnership. I guess maybe there could be a better word for it.
Like a more, we might not have the technology for that language yet, right?
Yeah.
Because that, like, you're looking for more of an intimate partnership word.
Yeah, it has to be like more, like I'm looking for more of like a real spiritual, like
Life partner. That almost helps, but it's too cheap right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
2 years ago, that would have been better.
The idea of life partner, because I just think lesbians.
Yeah. Somebody
hate marriage. That's like, we say that because it makes other people comfortable, type of thing. But I don't really like that idea of life partner.
I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I do think of like two gay guys that are like, this is my partner.
I just
live in Arizona.
Yeah, I just had a conversation recently with someone, and they're like, I was like, it's gayer to say life partner than to just say like my wife.
To say just like my wife, yeah.
That sounds so gay to me.
It sounds very gay.
Yeah.
It does.
I was like,
it does sound gay.
wait, are you guys really married, or are you like, is this just something you're saying?
Like, are you? Where is the commitment in that?
Yeah, it sounds a little loose for me.
So we need a
Life
word,
partner.
a word that is partnership. Do I get to say adjacent now? That is partnership adjacent, but is also with commitment. And what was the third thing? It was like another key that it... Intimacy, commitment, but partnership.
Partnership. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Because now I want to ask you this next question. Then I want to ask you that demographic, that those people. Like, do you feel like you see those people around you, or like in your space ever? Those people who like kind of see relationship as that, or you know, let's be honest, with humans, what we do is we see, hey, well, I could turn that into my, into my thing. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever see people who are like that?
I think I need a second.
A second thing? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So now, that demographic of, wait, who's your person? The people who are making you feel like you can't be your own self. Like, you have to kind of like give them over you, right? Like, it's like some like, what do they call that? It's like you drop this and I drop that, like the exchange I took this for ransom, like a ransom, like it's for ransom, like I'm gonna give you the package, and like the package is you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, do you ever like? Okay, that demographic of people? Do you see those people who think like that, who would let you be in that type of space for yourself? Like
they
those.
allow me to be just free.
Yeah.
Do I see those people? Yeah. Those people are typically poly people. The only problem for me is like, while dating, it can look poly, but when I am ready to settle with you, I want it to be monogamous. You know?
Okay.
So it's kind of like, we can be free, date, whatever. But when we both say, hey, I really like you really like me, like, so you're trying to
cuff up. Yeah. So you like the idea of being cuffed, but when we're dating, let's be dating.
Yeah.
Dating.
I feel that. 100%.
Yeah. Let's fucking date.
Yes.
Like, what are we doing?
We're dating.
We're dating. Because like I feel like people at this point in time are like, dating means talking.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that? Like, and you know, you're the only one I'm talking to. Like, nigga.
Whatever.
Like, I just feel like it just gotten to this point where it's just like dating is no longer in existence. It's like, oh, who you talking to?
Yeah.
You got mad niggas in your phone. You got mad bitches in your phone. It's just like, well, yeah, like
I do. We're dating. We're fucking dating.
Yeah.
I have not decided to give you my whole life yet.
Exactly. And so when I bring you on my reality TV show, and
all my life,
right? And I give you your photo at the end because you have won. You come forward. Like, so why are you mad?
Why are you mad right now? Because
we're contestants.
I feel like the reason why people get mad at that is because we are drunken. Like, my channel, y'all do know, I'm always talking about this masculine feminine bullshit, but we have been drunk for a long time on the masculine. And what is it that I'm talking about with masculine? Am I talking about like the macho? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like masculine characteristics, right? So to jump up and defend and protect and perform the action. It's the positive charge, y'all. So you have the negative charge and you have the positive charge. You have up and you have down. But the masculine is that positive charge. So it's that active force. And I'm not trying to be all freaky right now, but it's like, the semen, right? So that like explosion, right? And then the feminine gives form. So that's the negative, the receptive positive. The receptive.
Oh yeah, I feel that. That's how I felt. Specifically with dating, then it feels like they want so much so to be like, okay, come here, you're mine now. It's just like,
it's because he says so because of his dick.
Yeah, and just like, why?
Yeah, why do you have to be?
I just think people like hate the idea of competition.
Yeah,
like they're scared. They're not confident in themselves enough to think that they could keep you.
Yeah.
Right.
So the idea of any other competition, it like scares them.
I was literally dating this woman, and she literally told me, she was like, you can have anyone you want, and I don't like that. And I'm just like, what?
Like, literally, people think like that.
Yeah,
you can have anyone you want. And I don't like that. Yeah. And I'm mad about that.
Yeah, and just like,
what about you? What do you bring to the table? Like,
exactly.
You be confident in that, you know?
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying is like,
this product is.
It doesn't matter.
Sometimes
it's like male or female, man or woman. If you're not confident in yourself, you automatically want to own and take.
Something. Yeah.
And so she was just like, you can have anyone you want. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm choosing you, stupid. Like, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, so what does it fucking matter what else I could have? I want you right now. Like, what? But you can't even see that because you haven't spent time with yourself and like wanting yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
And so you can't. But the thing is that the masculine, that positive charge, is always worried about the physical, right? So why would you try to see what's in yourself?
Whoa.
Because the physical is outside of yourself, right?
That's real. Come
so
on. I felt that shit. Yeah, I felt that. That was a real word.
Yeah, for real.
It's that physical. So now all of us are drunken with that want to replace that feeling of emptiness with something that you can see, right?
Yeah.
So within these social constructs of, you know, boys always being the masculine and feminine being the feminine, as we know that things are never, you know what I'm saying? How hard has it been for you to date, Cody, with these social constructs?
I guess for me, like, dating within these constructs hasn't been the real issue for me. It's the people, like, outside of the people that I would actually date. You know?
Whoa, please open that for me.
Because, like, the people that I would actually date kind of respect those
Boundaries.
The people that I wouldn't date would be, like, I guess, quote unquote, like, really straight people.
Yeah.
And, like,
Rigid.
Like that rigid kind of, like, everyday, like, masculinity is what kind of questions that. But other than that, I think personally I usually try to gravitate towards people who think like me. Right. So dating isn't as hard as it would be just, like, walking down the street.
Okay.
And then just getting like, you know, and walking down the street or being at work and just getting those everyday little, like, those interactions with people who don't think anything like you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You get those interactions. And
I like how you said that and you didn't give them light.
Yeah.
Love that. I love that. Yeah.
Those situations, that's gonna, someone just calls me sir, or somebody you know, just like things like that, or like, that kind of stuff. But within, like, the people that I put myself around and within that dating scene,
Yeah. How about you? For these social constructs that are in society, like, where, how is it hard? Like, when does it ever become hard to date with these, under these social constructs? Tell me how.
Well, it becomes incredibly hard because I am internalizing what they're giving. The homophobia, I'm internalizing it. The transphobia, I'm internalizing it. So what it looks like is violence on myself by choosing partners who would basically mimic what's happening internally. So I'm choosing partners who are going to punish me for wanting what I want.
Oh my God, Jesus speak. Yeah. Go ahead.
And I also, it's hard when you're like, my mom won't love me. You know what I mean? Like, someone's like, oh, you got to parent yourself. It's like, that's hard.
What?
You know, you do have to reparent yourself at some point. You have to grow up and say, you know what, this is what I've been dealt with. These are the cards. Yeah. But it's difficult when you're like, but I want to go to my mom. You know what I mean? Like, it's like naturally you are like, but I want to call my mom. You know what I mean? But like, you don't have that because your mom is aligned with everybody else. And so then if you do go to your mom, then there's some violence. And so it's like, so it's
right, because
hard.
You share my past of being Jehovah's Witness at first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was raised in the Jehovah's Witness religion. And
you can't always go home.
No.
Right.
Well, not even that. Like my mom got disfellowship. She's no longer a witness since I was like 6 or whatever. But she's adopted the faith of like Christianity, but like Baptist, all that. So. Yeah,
she
kind of went right back in her own roundabout way. Yeah. But like, it's just difficult. It's just, you know, knowing that society says you are supposed to be with a man, have 2.5 kids, 3-car garage, like, I have that all around me. It's not just when I look at the ads on the TV. Yeah. It's everywhere. And so what I'm supposed to just be like, I can't see that. I'm a love on my lady.
Where do you guys see yourselves on that masculine feminine spectrum? Cody.
Definitely.
On the feminine spectrum?
Yeah.
And who do you call into yourself?
Call into myself? What do you mean?
Like who? Like who are you gravitated to? Like, what's the spirit that you're gravitated to?
I think still feminine.
Still feminine. What about you? Like, who do you see yourself as on the masculine feminine spectrum?
As soon as you said it, for some reason I was like, masculine. I don't know. It's weird, but
It's like, what was that?
yeah, it's like, oh shit, who is that?
Some invisible self from inside. Like.
Yeah. And I guess it's even just for like at this moment, right?
Yeah. Or even at this, just at this moment.
And
too.
I pull feminine energy. Like, I like to be dominated. I love to be submissive. It's great for me.
Right.
But I will say that I am attracted to femininity. Like, the one thing that will get me to be like, is femininity. Soft curls, skin, whatever. Like, leggings, legs. You know what I mean? Like, I had a friend over that we were just like chilling, just like smoking, just having a great time. And I got high enough to be like, yo, you kind of sexy. And this friend of mine is like a they, them. But I was like, yo, you have so much femininity that I'm eating it up right now and I can't take it.
Yeah.
And this friend of mine was like, you know, I feel like I look like shit right now. I'm wearing a bonnet. I'm wearing like sweats. I didn't even shower right now. I was like, yeah, but you are giving, you know, woman in the kitchen, swaying her hips, cooking kind of energy. And I'm like, I'm bugging out over it, right? So like that's kind of how like I roll.
You see yourself as kind of like for the most part like masculine.
Yeah, and it's weird because like I, you know, will still be the but yeah, I just I'm still aggressive. I'm still very much like if I were to come home and you were cooking, I'd be like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like that shit, you know?
Okay.
That's not to say I won't do it, but yeah.
And so, and what you've explained also is that what you call into yourself is femininity.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so I guess I have to kind of like switch up the questions for both of you because like my next question for you is what calls that masculine side out of you?
I think calls that masculine side out of me. I think like jealousy. And yeah, I mean, I guess it's interesting for me too because I feel like
that positive
if you would
charge.
have asked me a few years ago, I think I would have said I felt more masculine.
Yeah.
But I think at this point in my life, in all honesty, I find that so I think what I feel like what I'm going through right now is like, so I've always been attracted to femininity. Like, it is something that I'm very attracted to, like women's softness. That is my thing. And I think I felt for a long time so attracted to it because that's a part of me. And now at this time, I'm like, I want to embrace that part of me that feels like, because now I feel like I'm always the aggressor. Like I'm always like the, and now I'm like, no, I want a bitch to fucking, I want,
chase after me.
Yes, I want to be the girl. Okay, I want to arch my back. I want to do that. And I feel like for so long, I felt like I was in this role where I was like asking that, but I think I was asking that because I think it was something in me that I wanted to express. And I want someone to bring that shit out of me, like, because I honestly, like, this is literally what I'm going through right now, and I'm like, why am I so bored? Like, why am I like, I just hate the fact that I feel like no one is asking me to arch my back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
But I also, what's hard for me is that it's because, toot it up and push it back because you know I will. And it makes me, and one thing, and I was like, damn, it sucks because I'm attracted to feminine women, and a lot of feminine women don't do that. Or they don't feel comfortable doing that. Mm-hmm. And so then
you see that? You see how it's like,
I'm like, damn, now I need somebody like me. I was trying to find somebody like me who was just like, I want to be able to switch those roles
back
every day. Like, I want to be able to do that all the time, and I'm feeling very stuck. I'm feeling very stuck.
Very stuck.
Yeah.
As not feeling like those people are around. Like, where are those mixed breeds?
Yeah,
those
where are they?
Where are those who want to get and receive both?
Both. On both ends. Like, oh, shit.
I think that we found your demographic from early in the conversation.
Yeah.
I think this is your demographic.
For sure.
those are the people that like I feel like you're gonna start really trying to like see where their conversations are at and where their heads at.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, all right. So you wouldn't mind this. You don't mind the foot rub, but you also don't mind the back rub.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's do it. Let's do it all.
Okay, okay, all right. And so that's thank you both of you.
You feel like you just feel loved. Like okay, like you don't just see me as one thing. Like you understand that like there is more to me.
More.
Yeah.
And to celebrate it too. To not try to bridle it. To not try to compartmentalize it.
Yeah.
Box it in. Just be like, baby, you wearing them cargo shorts today. Well, baby, you looking real fine and I'm leggings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like to always be like, I'm your biggest fan. I don't give a fuck what you wearing or who you get, what you giving or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just your biggest fan because at the end of the day, we're all just spirits. We're all spirits and
Yes.
child in these bodies. And chemically, our brains do things that make us one way or another. And I get that. I am all for the science of psychology. So I'm like, I get it. Just understand that things can change and love the change. Love the transit that you're on. Love it. Just get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Boop, I still it.
Yeah. And it's just like, I just feel like, especially people who are like, I'm straight. I am straight. It's like, but like, what are you doing right now with me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then also like letting them go and live their whole
That's
existence.
why I know
Straight.
I no longer chase. Like I'm no longer somebody's like, hey baby, like girl bye.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the energy to convince you to be with me.
Yeah.
Fuck for what?
No,
They'll get you whatever
no.
you want.
This is exactly. I told you. This is exactly what I said to my parents. Honey, somebody else is gonna force you to kick me out.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bitch. Bye.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. I like you. You're not gonna. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I did want to just read the definition of polarity. Sorry. Polarity is a relationship between two opposite characteristics or tendencies, like the polarity of two sides of a debate. So like superhero villain type complex, right? So this is two extreme sides of a spectrum. It's really good to remember that this is two extreme sides of a spectrum. That's what a polarity is. When we talk about politics and we say, oh, it's getting really polarized, right? Then we're talking about it's Democratic versus Republican. Things getting very like polarized between them, so people are picking sides. So what we have to do as humans, like I've mentioned earlier in the conversation a few times, is stay centered, okay? So we have to stay in this center place, okay? We can't just always be here or there, okay? We have to be understanding. So your understanding can take you all the way over here to see somebody's standpoint, and then you can go back to what? Not over here, center, okay? And so that is very important to realize. Also think about like the rainbow spectrum, okay? So you have on one side with the purple, the blue, and the green, you have like that cold, it's very chilled out there. But then you have the yellow, the orange, and the red, and it's hot. So you have these two polarized sides, right, of the argument. And so in order to see reality, you can't just choose green, purple, and blue, okay? You can't just choose those three. You have to see all 6 colors, actually 7, but all 7 colors, you know what I'm saying? Just see the whole thing. So that is what I would like this to be, my trans love chat, and I'm so excited that you guys were able to join us. Thank you, Cody. And thank you, Dominique. All right, until then, yeah, just keep on loving yourselves, and I'll see you guys next month. Bye.
Bye.